Ladies and gentlemen, a very, very good evening. How are we this evening? It is lovely to be here once again. This is the Lily Foundation Fight Night 2023. How are we? Come on, let's get ready for this. Welcome to this wonderful boxing arena that is the Clapham Grand. It is great to see you all here in the VIPs, out in the crowds. It is going to be a fantastic night. My name is Adam Leventhal, formerly fighting out of the Sky Sports camp. I'm now at the Athletic, and I'm going to be your MC for this evening as we fight the good fight against mitochondrial disease on behalf of the wonderful Lily Foundation. Tonight, you are going to witness 11 fights, all main events, ladies and gentlemen. No undercard. They are all main events for you here at the Clapham Grand. 22 brave fundraising heroes for you, all putting their bodies and their beautiful faces on the line on behalf of the Lily Foundation. Founded back in 2007. We've been doing these fight nights here at the Clapham Grand for so many years, and it is always one of the highlights of the year. Now, by buying your tickets, you've already done so much by being here and raising so much money. I wanted to let you know that our fighters already have raised £10,000 for the Lily Foundation just from their Just Giving efforts. And this evening, what we want to try and do as much as possible is to really bump up that figure. And you can do it, obviously, by backing your friends, your family, your heroes this evening, ladies and gentlemen, by going onto their Just Giving pages. But also, there are going to be fundraising buckets going around the arena. And also, if you haven't got any cash, I haven't got any cash. They take cards as well, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yes. So there are no excuses just to tap and go or chuck your spare change into the buckets as well. And tonight's event, ladies and gentlemen, is a worldwide event, ladies and gentlemen. We are live on YouTube this evening, going around the world. So, just so everyone watching around the world can hear you, make the biggest, the loudest Clapham Grand Lily Foundation Fight Night noise as you can now. Go! Whoa! Okay, just to mark your card, we have some very talented people around the ring, not in the ring, around the ring. We have a former world champion ringside. Put your hands together, stand up, George, for the former super middleweight world champion, St. George Groves. He is here. We'll catch up with him a little bit later on. Part of our commentary team, the main man as well, Andy Clark from Sky Sports. A big round of applause for Andy Clark as well. One of the best in the business and a legendary referee as well. Mr. Kenny Curtis is here ringside this evening. We'll be catching up with him. Just the things to look out for. If this is your first ever fight night, just a few little pointers. And if you're nervous about your loved one going into the ring, well, it's just going to be the way it is, I'm afraid. It's going to be very entertaining to see the nerves play out in this ring here at the Clapham Grand. So, let's welcome into the ring the biggest stars of the night, ladies and gentlemen. We want you to see them all fresh-faced, and before they get their faces filled in by their opponents, all beautiful and raring to go. I want you to put your hands together and we'll continue it through for your fighters this evening in fight order. Fight number 1, Naz Sadiq and Nduke Elysee. Rob Dinton and Nathan Martinez. Ian Hilling and Johnny Reese-Williams. Esther Domby and Kiki Roquettes, Susie Sagar and Mo Gray, Ben Rogers and Josh Bridle O'Neill, Henry Taylor and Joe Carney. Nicole Jones and Anna Whitworm. Kyla Coots and Dean Langovalds. CJ Esseca and Luke Blues Kelly. And Andrew Teese and Dom Hodge. So here they come. These are your fighters. Give them a big cheer, ladies and gents. You can see the smiles hiding the nerves, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for being here. You've done so much already. We wish you all the very, very best this evening. And just to explain, ladies and gents, your attention for a few more moments. The main reason why we are here this evening and why these fighters are doing such a great thing is to support the Lily Foundation. And I just want you to just pray silence for the founder and the CEO of the Lily Foundation, Liz Curtis, of course, Lily's mum. Welcome her into the ring, please. Here you go.
Hello, hello, hello. Thank you very much, everybody. It really feels like, and breathe. I'm done for the night, guys. It's all up to you. So thank you very much. I've got a few things and thank yous to say before I tell you a little bit about the charity. I really do feel like it's been a bit of a build-up, and I'm very glad that we're here, so thank you. So first of all, my thank you goes to all of you guys. You've all trained and worked for this for so many months, and I just am in awe of each and every one of you. It's not an easy thing to take on. Running marathon, we were there last week, that's tough. I think this is tougher in many, many ways. So well done, and thank you all so much. I've also got a few other thank yous to say. Matt, our doctor, here tonight, we couldn't do it without you. The ambulance crew who are here as well, free of charge. Thank you very much. We couldn't do it without you. We've got our resident ref, Kenny. He's incredible and amazing. Thank you very much. Our live streamers, James and Kat and Co. Thank you very, very much. Everybody here at the Clapham Grand, seriously, we walk in here and they just say yes, yes, whatever, yes. Thank you for putting up with us for the weeks ahead and the weeks that we do this for. You're incredible. Thank you very much. And finally, to our host tonight, Adam Leventile, you're amazing. Thank you so much. Also here for no fee. And to Andy Clark and George Groves, who I haven't even seen, thank you very much for being here tonight. They're going to make it an amazing night for you as spectators and for you guys as boxers. So, the reason that I'm here tonight is to tell you a little bit about the Lily Foundation. So if you don't mind just holding fire and listening for a few more seconds. So in August 2006, our third daughter Lily was born. She was small, but otherwise we thought healthy. Until 7 weeks old, when she was diagnosed with an incurable and life-threatening disease called mitochondrial disease. A week after the diagnosis, we took Lily home to spend time together away from the sterile hospital environment. And 6 months later, in April 2007, Lily lost her battle. In fact, that's actually going to be 16 years ago on this Sunday coming. It's actually crazy how time can stay so still for so many things and yet fly by in so many other ways. It's quite mind-blowing. But anyway, at the time when Lily passed away, there was no charity, there was no network of support, and there was little information for parents like us. And in the summer of that year, we decided, after Lily died, that we would set up a charity. By the October of that year, we had set up a charity, and we called it the Lily Foundation. Our aim was to fund research, to support families and patients, and to raise awareness of this terrible disease that nobody had ever heard of. And what a journey we've been on. Reaching milestones like 16 years always hits you, me, everybody, with mixed emotions. It's incredibly hard and incredibly sad, and yet it's something to be celebrated, and it's something to be hugely proud of. And when I was writing this, I thought, I'm not going to think about the sad things. I'm going to think about what we have achieved, and I'm going to share that with you. So in the 15 years we've been going as a charity, in our 15 years together, we've raised a staggering £8.5 million. We have funded 20 pioneering research projects in the UK and internationally. And we're currently supporting over 1,000 families and patients in the UK, and the number constantly grows. And I mean it from the bottom of my heart when I say that it's these people that inspire me and our team every single day. The daily struggles of living with mitochondrial disease, of losing a loved one, and in many cases, loved ones, is not okay. And just last month, my colleague Katie was in a hospital, and she met a little girl who was 8 years old. And she was talking to Katie and quite matter-of-factly told her that she had mitochondrial disease. And then she went on to tell her that her little sister had died of mitochondrial disease, and so had her mum, and so had her grandmother. And now she lives with her granddad, who's in his 80s and doesn't really understand mitochondrial disease. And it's just so sad. And we fight every single day to try and change this. Every mum, every dad, every family member, and every patient who comes to Lily makes us want to do a little bit more and more determined to find that cure. And while we're looking for that cure, we ensure that we are there to support people through their journey by bringing them together, by funding respite breaks, specialist equipment, and always being that listening ear. Living with mito is horrible. It strips people of their basic skills, such as being able to walk, being able to talk, and being able to eat. Babies diagnosed early in life have a very short life expectancy, and those who are diagnosed a bit later in life have the physical effects of the disease that make you dependent, make it impossible to get a job, drive a car, go out with your mate, all those usual types of things. I'd like to show you a short video about Bao, and she talks to us about her journey with mito and how the Lily Foundation has supported her. So guys, if we can switch to the video now, that would be great.
If a genie came out of the bottle, my own wish would be to have a normal voice. I'm Bao. I'm 30 years old and I have mito. I woke up with blurry vision, and then I found out I had levers, and I was also diagnosed with mito when I was 25. It was really scary. I was more so concerned for my sisters, because when I realised it was genetic, I was scared that they could get it, and I would never wish this on another human being. The pain you have is indescribable. I didn't want to admit that I had it, and I didn't want to ask for help. I'm so glad that I did, because I made some friends on there, and nobody in my family or friendship groups understands what my toe is. I don't want to end up losing my identity, because your speech is you, is how you come across to people, how you talk is you. The team emailed me, and they very kindly offered to contribute some money towards my new communicator aid, and this one actually sounds like me! Yay! Over the last few years in particular, I have noticed a severe deterioration in my health. I want to be like the rest of my family. But I know that won't happen.
I won't give up, no, I won't give in.
Thank you, thank you. I know it's a bit of a tough watch, but you know, when it's something you never heard of, I think it's quite important that we tell the story of those who live with it. It may be rare. Not many people have heard of Mito, but Mito matters. And we exist to make sure that our patients have a voice and that they don't face this disease alone. I said earlier, I believe our proudest thing and our proudest achievement is to become the scaffolding to help build a community, to make our community stand tall, and our job is to give them that voice to be heard and loud and clear, and we can all play that part in that. So during the interval, we will be going around with some card machines and buckets. If you've got the price of a pint or a gin and tonic or a glass of wine that you can donate tonight, we would very much appreciate it. I know you've done your bit tonight by sponsoring these amazing boxes. They've raised over 10 grand today. Incredible stuff. And that, you'll be very pleased to hear, is it for me, except I haven't forgotten, but I haven't said it yet, but last but not least, a huge thank you to Barry, who's probably hiding behind there because he doesn't like to be seen. Barry organises all our boxers and he's up there tonight getting everyone ready and on time. But thank you to Barry and your crew for being with us and making tonight happen. Thank you. Adam.
Round of applause for Liz Curtis, ladies and gentlemen. And take a look at these beautiful people before the blood, the sweat and the tears arrive. Massive round of applause for the fighters. And make sure you dig deep this evening and support them throughout the evening, as Liz mentioned. Round of applause for the fighters as they head off and get ready. Well done. So, ladies and gentlemen, the action will be starting very, very shortly indeed. We will have our first fight coming up for you. Just wanted to give you a little bit of background. If you're new to boxing, or if you're well versed, you will be very interested to get the take from a former world champion. So put your hands together for George Groves, who's just going to join us in the ring. Make some noise for George Groves. George, how are you?
I'm good. I'm not as nervous as some of the members in this ring just now, but I am pumped. This is it's a good night.
Yeah, it's a great crowd, and it's great to have you on board. Just give us a little sort of insight into what it feels like. I mean, I'm in here now, no pressure, doesn't matter. What does it feel like when you step into the ring and you're just there with your opponent? How does it feel?
It feels great. These guys are going to love it. I mean, I've been backstage with them. They've been trash talking each other. There's been a few nervous faces, a few not wondering what's about to happen, but as soon as the action starts, then they're going to need the crowd to be on their side. They're going to need the atmosphere. They're going to need the energy in the room to keep them going, because we don't want anyone to gas out after a minute and a half, because sometimes that does happen.
Yeah, we've got 11 fights, obviously, 3 2-minute rounds, and 2 minutes is a long time, isn't it? Is it usual that they do go a bit too heavy too early?
Yeah, but I like that too, Adam. Hopefully we do see the odd one that gasses out, and then we got to hang on for dear life. But we've been promised blood. We've been promised nothing else. That's all we want, and that's all we're getting.
Wicked. George Groves, ladies and gentlemen, I'll let you take your position ringside alongside Andy Clark, who is our commentator. And let's welcome into the ring our referee for this evening, Mr. Kenny Curtis. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for Kenny. So Kenny is going to be overseeing the action, and he is just ready to explain to us, for you watching out there, for you watching on YouTube back at home as well, what makes a victorious fighter in this ring? What should people be looking out for?
Somebody like George.
Someone like George.
He had plenty of guts, never shied away from anything, and he was always there to give his all. And if these lads do the same, they'll really enjoy it. Win or lose, they'll enjoy it.
And for people watching here at the Clapham Grand, for people watching at home, you're used to being in the ring. Just give us some statistics. How many big fights have you been involved in, Kenny?
Oh, hundreds. Too many to count.
Drop some names. I want to know some names.
George Groves, Tyson Fury. Loads of them, mate. Too many to remember.
Too many to remember. Kenny Curtis, ladies and gentlemen, in the ring, overseeing the action for us this evening. A thoroughbred of the boxing game. And we are ready now, ladies and gentlemen, for our first fight of the evening. Are you ready, ladies and gentlemen? The first main event of the evening. It is fight number 1. And we will introduce each fighter into the ring. They'll have their ring walk and we want you to support them all the way. We want support all the way through the night, ladies and gents. So let's welcome in our first fighter. Wearing black. He's a globe-trotting, hip-hop loving, laid-back, not lazy, boxing newbie. It is the Prince, Naz Sadiq.
TunesJam.com.
You're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you. Man, know that I kick up the you. Them boy there try to suck the truth. How dare you to suck the truth? Look, you're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you. Man, know that I kick up the you. Them boy there try to suck the truth. How dare you to suck the truth? When I come round there like a bad boy, do it. Want all the talking, go on and do it. Running through the party.
Make some noise for Naz, ladies and gentlemen. So Naz is in the ring and taking him on tonight. Wearing white, a boxing technician, a student of the sweet science. What will he cook up tonight? Welcome, the baker, Nduke Elysee. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is fight number 1. It is Naz Sadiq against Nduke Elysee. Kenny Curtis is the man in charge. 3 2-minute rounds. I will hand you over to your big fight commentary team, Andy Clark, and the Saint, George Groves.
Well, a very good evening, everybody. George, this is always very interesting. Gave them both a close look as they were walking to the ring. What I love about nights like this particularly are the nerves and the fear that you see on the ring walks.
I don't know that, Andy. I think both these guys have got that steel glazed look in their eye. They're up for this fight. They've dreamt about this fight. They've visualised it in the changing room. They've run out of toilet paper in the back of the changing rooms. They're light, they're sharp, they're ready to do damage.
So boxing out of this red corner, we've got Naz Sadiq. in the black vest. Across the ring in the blue corner, Unduka Elysee in the white. 3 2-minute rounds. The referee, Ken Curtis, calls them to the middle of the ring for a final touch of gloves. Quite detailed instructions. Okay, here we go. Timekeeper Leventhal on the bell. Elysee with a bit of height and reach here, I reckon, just trying to pop that jab out early. Both of these two, nice shape to them. Couple of left hooks thrown simultaneously.
Yeah, fantastic check hook there from Elysee. He's trying to time his man already. Prince Naz can't lose that back leg.
Just reaching for that right hand there, Prince Naz. Just getting backed up a little bit there by Elysee, who loves that left hand, then a nice right as well. Good solid start from him.
Oh, the movement, Andy. That check left hook, peeling out to his left. He's got that floating left hand, Andy. Elysee.
Just holding that lead hand low. Bit of head movement there from Sadiq. Again, just looking for that right hand. Just got touched by the left. He's looking aggressive here at times, Sadiq. Just can't quite get close enough at the moment.
Yeah, Prince Naz needs to cut the distance off and start letting his hands go, I think. That's good work from Naz. And again.
Just stepped in and looked for that left. Maybe a slight adjustment needed with that head guard in between rounds. A little bit loose. Nice, wide, solid stance there from Elysee. Nice base to work from as he looks for that left again. But Sadiq looking nice and aggressive towards the end of the first round. About 15 seconds to go.
Who's going to finish this round strong?
Right to the body, left to the body there from Sadiq. Elysee, very nonchalant kind of look about him as he comes forward and looks for that right hand. Good first round, good opening round between these two. Important for both of them just to get that under their belt, really. They can just relax into it now, I think.
Yeah, Elysee standing up in the corner. I think that's a sign of confidence, maybe.
It's a psychological power move, isn't it?
Or he's forgot the stall. I'm not sure.
Just reading about Sadiq in the build up to this, he does paint himself as quite a kind of laid-back figure. I think maybe just trying to lull Elysee into a bit of a false sense of security there. Elysee, when you look at his biog, he's more all business, putting a bit more pressure on himself, I think, than Sadiq, who just trying to make him feel like as the fight goes on. I think we might see this man come into it a bit more. Okay, so into the start of the second round. A little bit of blood just coming from the nose there of Sadiq, which will encourage Elysee. But again, I think it might just all be fun and games here from Sadiq. A master plan as he looks for that right hand early in the first round, and nice and aggressive there. Right hand to the body.
Yeah, positive start from Sadiq this round. Oh, he walks onto a check right hand, and again. From Elysee, a fan of the sweet science, and he's showing us some sweet science tonight.
Oh, lead left hook there from Elysee. That was a nice shot as well. He's landed some punches, moving backwards now, just getting onto that front foot. Sadiq not having it though, just trying to step in and let that right hand go. The blood from the nose is proving a little bit difficult. There is really quite a lot of it. And referee Kenny Curtis just wanting the corner to wipe that clean. Adam Leventhal has taken time out. Very well done that. You know, he's expertly done. You see pro timekeepers forget to do that. Looking for a right hand again there, Sadiq, and I think maybe he'll feel like he's just got to throw caution to the wind and be aggressive here with that nose injury.
Yeah, he needs to sharpen up with that right hand. At the moment, it's coming via Ballum.
Just looked like he was switching stance there a little bit. Elysee leaning on the inside.
Yeah, Prince Naz might be feeling the pace a little bit of this fight now. But maybe the sweet science, Elysee is too.
Nice short straight right there from Elysee. Now it's just trying to pile forward onto that front foot, heading towards the final 20 seconds of round 2. No underestimating how much it takes out of you in there, the nervous energy on the night.
Last 10 seconds of the round. Who's going to finish strong? Who's going to win this round? Let's go.
Wow, looking for the left hand there right at the end of the round, and a right hand there from Sadiq. That was well after the bell. Ken Curtis with a smile on his face, but he'll take a dim view of that. But I like the aggression there. I like it from Sadiq.
We're trying to stick to the rules tonight, if we can.
Okay, so 30 seconds away from this third and final round. Let's hear it for these two fighters. Let's hear you if you're here to see Nduka Elysee. And let's have a big cheer if you're here for Naz Sadiq. Come on, people, we need to do better than that. This is tough work in there for these two. 2 more minutes. Touch your gloves.
Almost forgot the gum shield there. Big last round.
So here we go, touch of gloves between the two. Leads off for the left there, Sadiq. Sliding in, looking for that right hand.
Yeah, targeting the body. Clever move. Good work from Naz.
Better there from Sadiq. Just got those feet nice and close. Let his hands go. Elysee just looking for the jab. Turns the jab into an uppercut. That was a nifty bit of work.
Yeah, sweet science is creating the angles now. Lomachenko-esque.
I just wonder, is he going to click through the gears a bit here, Elysee? Looks like he's probably got it in the tank. Looking for a big overhand right there, Sadiq. He's feeling the pace a bit here, but just needs to keep going. Come on, Naz, dig in there.
Minute to go in this last round, just a minute to go. They got it, both fighters want to leave everything in the ring tonight.
Sadiq just getting hold of Elysee, walking him back to the red corner. Just running down that clock a little bit. 40 or so seconds remaining. Elysee just pushing out that jab. I think could maybe put his foot on the gas a little bit more here if he wanted to, but just looking to see this one out.
Big right hand from Naz. Finish him. Let's go, guys.
Final few seconds, 20 seconds to go. Looking to launch another big right hand there, Sadiq Elysee.
10 seconds to go in the last round.
Fling that left
Huge
up from
right
the waist.
hand.
Final stages, one last big effort. There we go, final bell, magnificent effort from both of these two. Nduka Elysee in the white, Naz Sadiq in the black.
Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for your fighters in fight one. Fantastic battle. Let's get the fighters together. Kenny Curtis has made his decision. Solid battle to start Lily Fight Night 2023. Before we announce the winner, put your hands together for your fighters, ladies and gents. So the decision of the referee, Kenny Curtis, is in. And your winner, wearing the white, is Nduka Elysee. I'm just going to have a quick word with both fighters very, very quickly. And as you stay there, Nduka, congratulations. How are you feeling?
I feel good. I'm not going to lie, it's my first fight. I felt very nervous when I got here. But as Barry and other people said, you just have to enjoy it, embrace it. There aren't many people that have the courage to do something like this. So you have to enjoy it. It was good, I feel good.
You looked at home, you looked like you enjoyed it.
Yeah, I mean, I've been training that state of mind with Barry and some of the other guys. I've done quite a bit of sparring there. Again, when I first started sparring, I used to get nervous, but now, you know, the more you do it, the more you get used to it.
Each and every fighter I'm going to give the opportunity, because you've been, well, we can see the blood, we can see the sweat, no tears because you're the winner, but we give you an opportunity to maybe call out one of your mates who's in the audience to maybe get in the ring at Lily Fight Night 2024. Have you got any names for us? Point out.
I'll call out my inspiration, my older brother. This time next year, it's your turn, bruv. He's over there.
Names?
Daniel.
Daniel, you're in. Wicked. And a quick word, congratulations, Sadiq, to Naz. Round of applause for Naz. How are you feeling?
Yeah, feeling good. I think I had him in all 3 rounds, but...
Yeah, I like the talk. It was close. But you've done a great job this evening, and a quick shout to anyone in the audience to maybe do it next year.
My best mate, UJ, there. Yeah. He's been chickening out for quite a while. I think it's his turn next year.
His name UJ, did you say?
Yeah.
UJ, it's you next year. Okay, round of applause for Naz. Thank you very much indeed. Okay, ladies and gents, well done, Naz. Away you go. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Okay, ladies and gents, are you ready for your next main event? They come thick and fast at the Lily Foundation Fight Night. Here we go with fight number 2. Our first fighter, wearing the black, is the lean, mean man from Sheen, fighting machine, who's gone through a transformation. It is his 54th birthday this evening, ladies and gentlemen. He's half the man he used to be in a very, very good way. Welcome, Rob, Lights and Fighting, Dyson! He's ready. Okay, taking on Rob this evening, wearing the white, but with the French tricolor in his heart. It's the lycra-clad yogi based in Brixton, where he lives alongside Rob. This is a neighborhood battle, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into the ring, Nathan Natty Dread Martinez.
en fête et en délire, suffocant sous le soleil et sous la joie. Et j'entends dans la musique les cris, les rires qui éclatent et rebondissent autour de moi. Et perdu parmi ces gens qui me bousculent, étourdi, désemparé, je reste là. Quand soudain je me retourne, il se recule et la foule vient me jeter entre ses bras.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is fight number 2. Rob Dinton against Nathan Martinez. Round of applause for your fighters. Kenny Curtis is the man in charge. 3 2-minute rounds. Enjoy the fight, and it's over to our commentary team of George and Andy.
So Rob Dyson boxing out of the red corner, Nathan Martinez in the white boxing out of the blue corner. We see Rob on Sky Boxing Jobs, George, quite a bit. He's an expert cameraman, and he's got some pedigree as well. Trained at the Fitzroy Lodge, won an amateur master tournament at Gleason's in New York. He's a bit of a ringer, to be honest. I'm not sure if this is I'm not sure if this should really be allowed.
New York, LA. He's seen more of the world than I have, on the fighting scene at least. He's got the cameraman, so he's seen it all. Yeah, might be a bit of a ringer, Andy. You might be on something. But do not write off Nathan Martinez. They reckon he's French, but he's actually grew up in a Mexican gym in Guadalajara.
That's a terrific body puncher. That's what I've heard. Great engine. So final instructions here from the referee. A little bit of height advantage there for Dyson, but as we said anyway, what Martinez likes to do is just dip his knees, drop his height, get up close and work to the body anyway, so that won't really bother him. Here we go, 3 2-minute rounds. Evidence of that style immediately in this Battle of Brixton.
Martinez started sharp tonight. Great head movement. Slipping and sliding. Tyson-esque, if you ask me. Switch hitting as well,
there,
Andy.
Dyson. This is a good fight.
Dyson there. Oh, big right hand from Dyson.
Good right hand scored there. Just timed it beautifully as Martinez was on his way in. Again, there's that upper body movement there, though, from Martinez.
Martinez with the high head guard tonight, Andy, just so he can get the front of his hair in shot as well, which I think is a good look.
Both of these two switching stances early on as well, just moving around the target with that kind of fluidity that you rarely see at the Clapham Grand.
Slight low left hand there from Dyson. And almost a shoulder roll. That was Gleason-esque, definitely.
There's a good right hand there from Dyson, who's just beginning to pop out the jab. Just over 30 seconds remaining in round 1. This has been a good round, really good round between these two. Good tempo. Be interested to see if they can keep this up down the stretch.
Yeah, those shots from Dyson just fell short, but a great right uppercut. Lands and a right hand over the top to follow. 15 seconds left in this round, Andy. This round could be up for grabs. Who's going to finish strong?
Well, Dyson just inching forward with that front foot, just taking the centre of the ring, looking for the combination. Martinez just gets clipped with a right hand there, shakes his head.
Huge right hand to finish the round from Dyson.
Solid shot, was indeed a solid shot. Clash of styles we've got here. Styles make fights, as we all know, and Martinez, as we expected, coming in with that more kind of Central American style. Dyson, more of a European stand-up kind of fighter.
Yes, you're right there, Andy.
Again, Dyson with the power move here, just staying on his feet in between rounds. I never understand that. I never understand it when I see in pro boxing, amateur boxing, any boxing. Just sit down for fuck's sake. I mean, it's, you know, it's tiring enough.
Made famous by the Cuban amateur stars throughout the years, and again, the well-travelled Dyson, just maybe, has been in Havana as well.
So into the second.
Positive start from Martinez this round. Got his jab off to the body.
He's got to try and take that jab of Dyson's away. He's got the height and reach, and he's just pumping out that lead hand, the man in black. And it's hard for Martinez just to get underneath it, get inside it. But that's, you know, that's what he'll have been practicing, definitely. I wonder which gym they've been using in Brixton. I go down to Miguel's quite a lot in Brixton, underneath the archway. Right hand to the body there from Dyson. Decent shot. Just controlling things from distance, isn't he? This really is a good fight.
He's managed to control the centre of the ring this round, Dyson. Martinez on the outside. He's got to close that distance. Maybe he's got to start bombing the shots over the top. Maybe a big right hand over the top might find a home on Dyson's chin.
Jab to the body there from Martinez. Switches southpaw very briefly. It's that left hand doing the heavy lifting here for Dyson. Every now and again, just like he did there, just sticks that right hand onto the back of it. Good pace to this fight as well. These two have got themselves properly fit. Final few seconds, final stages rather, of round two. Martinez maybe just feeling this a bit now.
Martinez might be feeling the pace.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and there's the bell. End of round two. Great stuff from both of these two lads. Really, really good effort.
Martinez, put your legs out straight, buddy. Don't let them quads seize up. No one ever listens to me, Andy.
A morning suit can be
I sit ringside all the time and I tell people just legs straight, but no one listens.
John's got Brewer's Brew. He gets intimidated by the dirty pigeons. They love a bit of him. Who's that gut lord marching? You should cut down on your pork life, mate. Get some exercise.
So final round coming up between these two. Standing in the blue corner there, we've got Nathan Martinez. And in the red corner on his feet, Rob Dyson. Ten seconds corners.
I get up when I want, except on Wednesdays when I get rudely awakened by the dustman.
Okay, seconds out into the third and final rounds. Let's get behind these two, everybody. Great stuff from them so far, really has been. Again, just dipping those knees there. Martinez looking for that jab to the body. He's got to keep trying to use that lateral movement. I love that. Switch of stance right on the outside of range.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was yoga or something else that Martinez is a fan of, but it almost worked for it. He almost pulled it off. Good action here in the last round.
Dyson, meanwhile, just pulls that weight back, tucks his chin behind that shoulder, low lead, left hand, just tucking up there like Floyd Mayweather. That Philly shell, just making it difficult really for Martinez to get to him, then just moves in, lets his hands go, but Martinez just eats them up like the Mexican warrior we know he is.
Dyson letting his man off the hook there, trying to give him the beat down, but he's letting him out the ropes. He's got him in the corner now, great body shot. Martinez sucks in air.
Left to the body again there from Dyson. Martinez in a little bit of trouble there, Dyson.
Less than a minute now in his final round. This could be who wants it most, Andy.
40 seconds remaining.
Let's go.
Looking for the right there, Dyson Martinez. Just covering up.
Kenny having a good look.
Trainer encouraging him just to keep the hands up into the final 30 seconds.
Martinez got to dig deep now. The natty dread. He's got to dig deep.
He is digging deep, right hand there from Dyson, and he just gives Martinez a little bit of an exit there into the final 10, 9, 8,
let's go!
7,
let's
6,
go! Finish
5,
him!
4, 3, 2,
let's go!
1, and there's the bell. Magnificent stuff from this pair. Magnificent stuff. Given absolutely every last ounce of effort there. Rob Dyson raising the hand of Martinez. I think our man in the red corner has got this one. We mentioned his boxing pedigree at the start, and I think it's fair to say that it showed over the course of those 3 rounds, but massive shift put in there by Martinez, who just gave nothing away in there.
Also, on my notes here, Andy, it says it is Martinez's birthday. I don't know if that gives him a round or not.
Well, it should do, shouldn't it, I think. I mean, this is a charity evening. I think you have to be charitable in these scenarios.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you to George, to Andy. Kenny Curtis has made his decision. Well done to both the fighters, first of all, ladies and gents. Another brilliant fight. So Kenny's decision. And your winner, wearing the black, Rob Dyson. I'll hand the mic over to Rob. Go on, take it away.
Can I say a big, huge thank you and for the braveness of this man for stepping in 2 weeks ago, having never boxed before, and putting it all on the line when he didn't have to. I'd like to thank him so much for making it possible tonight. Thanks very much.
Rob, thank you very much indeed. Nathan, it was a short-term thing. You look very at home in the ring.
I'm not sure about that. It's just first round for sure, but last round was really, really long. And it hits like a caveman. But no, it was fun. I really enjoyed it. It was a good fight.
Now, Rob, I'll just give you an opportunity to call out someone in the audience who maybe could take you on next year, perhaps.
I'll take George next year if he gets down to weight. If he can make 73 kilos by next year, I'll have him.
That ain't happening. Catch weight.
Brilliant. Round of applause for your 2 fighters. To Rob, to Nathan. Well done. Fantastic. Yeah, Rob, 54 today. Looking fantastic in the ring as he kicks off his boxing career on his birthday. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, to everyone watching around the world, Lily Fight Night 2023 on YouTube. Who's here in particular for fight number 3? Who's here for fight number 3, ladies and gentlemen? That's what we want to hear. Support all the way through for all our fighters. Okay. So here we go. After 2 epic battles, we're here now once again for a main event. And our first fighter, wearing black, fighting for his stepdaughter, Kia, tonight. An engineer, tooled up and ready to knock your house down and build it right back up again. Welcome to the ring, Ian H. Bomb Hilling. Okay, so Ian's in the ring. And taking him on this evening, wearing white, it's the fighting pride of South Wales, with 2 fights under his belt, and plenty of Jaffa cakes as well. It's the Bathé Bomber, the master of disaster, the Welsh dude, Johnny Tafia, John Rhys-Williams. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, fight number 3, Ian Hilling against John Rhys-Williams. Kenny Curtis is in charge, 3 2-minute rounds. And it's time to cross over to George and Andy ringside for your big fight commentary.
So Ian Hilling up against John Rhys-Williams here, fight number 3, Ian Hilling in the black vest, the H-bomb. Just moving from foot to foot, being made to wait a little bit here by Rhys-Williams. Tremendous nickname for Rhys-Williams, Johnny Tafia. All over that, George. I'm all over that. I love that.
Yeah, he's had 2 fights now. I think this is his 3rd. He likes to give the fans the action they deserve. Bish, bash, bosh is what's written on my notes. He better live up to these notes.
I think he likes to play a few psychological games, Tafia. In one bit of the background we've got from him, he talks about eating Jaffa cakes and sitting around doing nothing. And then in the second half, he's all war. Right hand there from Hilling. Good start from him. I like this from the man in black. Nice upper body movement. Straight left hand. Oh, and this fight is delivering right out of the gate. Good right hand there from Tafia. Tremendous action.
Oh, this is great work from both guys. Both guys landing, having to eat the leather already.
Early stages, 30 seconds in, but they look a good match. Aiming a big right hand there again from Hilling. I like the upper body movement there of Hilling in the black. Not being too wild with it, but just shifting from side to side.
Yeah, H-bomb slipping side to side, letting his hands go. He's had success already in this first round. Tafia with a big right hand.
Right hand there from Tafia.
Well,
Rueful grin from Hilling. He's looking for that big right, Tafia. Nice feint there from Tafia. Right hand comes over the top from Hilling into the 2nd minute of the opening round. These two just letting their hands go.
Whoa, huge right hand there from Williams.
Just got to be a little bit careful, Hilling, of that right hand from Williams. Just keep his eye out for it. It's been a good round, this. Good round to watch. That's better. Just pulled the weight back there, Hilling, as that right hand came in, and the left hand just lands there from Williams towards the end of the round. Yeah. And back comes Hilling.
Here we go. Last 10 seconds of this round, Andy. Who's going to take it?
10, 9,
Let's
8,
go.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there goes the bell at the end of round 1. That was an action-packed round. Tremendous
Great
stuff from both
first
of them.
round from both guys. Going to be tough to split them.
seconds out. Round 2. Good opening round. Tafia just switching stances there. I'm definitely sticking with Johnny Tafia. The Rhys Williams official name is not nearly as much fun. Good left hand there from Hilling.
Yeah, Williams started this round maybe better. Oh, they both trade big right hands here in the second round. And again.
Nice combination there from Tafia. Just before that, Hilling got to work with his own 1-2. He landed a nice right into the body, Hilling too. I think maybe that's a good plan for him. But he looks balanced and relaxed, doesn't he, Tafia?
Yeah.
You can tell he's been in there before.
Good defensive head movement from both guys. They can't forget to keep moving that head. They don't want to be shipping these punches.
Midway through round 2, Hilling just keeping it on the outside, closes a gap there, throws the left hand. Decent work from him. Right hand from Tafia, didn't land all that clean that time. There's that right hand downstairs from Hilling. I like that for him. I like that a lot. Just shovels it in around about the belt line.
His head. He said, that's nothing. He's shaking his head. He says, that's nothing.
Hilling fighting for steps or Sakaya. This is a very personal cause. Left hand there from Tafia as he just shuffles into range.
Hilling maybe needs to up the work rate here. Let his hands go.
Straight left hand there from Tafia. It's been a good round though. Good round to watch. Good technique. They've held it together really, really well, the pair of them, as we head into the final 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8,
let's go.
7, 6, 5, 4,
let's go.
3, 2, 1. And there goes the bell to end the second round. One more to go between these two.
This one, Andy, might be one round apiece. It might be down to who wants it most. Who's going to have that big last round finish to cement the victory?
I'm really enjoying watching the Tafia corner because there seems to be quite a lot of technical advice going in there. And Tafia's kind of leaning on the ropes, nodding his head every now and again like he's listening to a word of it. Because we know from watching the first 2 rounds, he's going to do it how he does it. He's going to shuffle in and let his hands go. But he's paying his trainer the courtesy of looking like he's listening, which is good.
That's the only way Johnny Tafia operates.
So here we go, third and final round. Tafia just looking to start quick here. Hilling just got to drop those elbows, maybe protect that body a bit. Just saying he was clipped around the back of the head there. The referee just taking a little bit of time out there. Touch of gloves between the two. The right hand probably around about the ear.
That right hand just whistled past.
Tafia just looking to pour it on. Hilling, though, comes firing back. Good stuff from him as he looks to back Tafia up. And he won't let him clinch, letting his hands go. The H-bomb. Tafia trying to tie him up. Right hands into the body. And these two going to war.
And this place is erupting, Andy. Oh, huge shots.
Tafia just lets that right hand go. Hilling, though, just eats it up and comes back for more. Bit of blood coming from the nose there of Hilling into the final minute of this contest. This final round has been absolutely tremendous. And both of them just beginning to feel the pace a bit there. Lovely little dip and left hand from Tafia, but Hilling saw that one coming. Long right hand makes contact.
Oh, action! Both guys taking a quick breather here. Let's go, 30 seconds, guys. Who's going to win this round?
Let's go. 30 seconds. Great effort all the way through, particularly this final round.
Let's get behind your fighter. Shout their name.
He started this final round, Taffy, is so quick, and I just wondered whether Hilling would be able to go with him, but he has gone with him. Into the final 10 seconds. 10,
Let's go.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go! What a fight! Clapham Grand, show your appreciation. Magnificent stuff from both of those two. Johnny Tapia living up to his reputation and his nickname, but Ian Hilling on debut. Superb, really was. Absolutely tremendous.
They both deserve a packet of Jaffa cakes each, I think, Andy. That was a tremendous effort from both men.
Blood just being wiped away from the nose there of Hilling, who has done Kaya proud there. Absolutely no question about that. Really enjoyed that, Adam. Great fight.
Andy, George, thank you very much indeed. Round of applause for an epic battle, ladies and gentlemen. That was fantastic. Okay, Kenny Curtis has made his decision. That was close, it was tight, it was epic. And your winner, wearing the whites, is Johnny Reese Williams. Ian, I'll come to you in a minute. Johnny, congratulations. Did you enjoy that?
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, he's a tough fighter. He just kept coming back. I was trying to hit him with a hard right, but he's a tough one. Couldn't knock him over.
Now, have you got friends and supporters in the audience this evening?
Yeah, a couple want to see me get punched up, so they'll be pleased with that, watching me get hit.
Who can we suggest comes back here next year?
What, someone to fight me?
Well, someone to fight you, yeah. Let's set it up. Let's do it now.
Anyone my age and weight who wants to have a crack, fair enough.
Say the name again.
Anyone my age and weight.
Anyone his age, his weight is welcome for next year. Johnny, thank you very much indeed. Ian, congratulations. You were part of a brilliant fight. I know you were very nervous before. You should be very proud of yourself, and just tell us exactly why you were doing this evening. If you can hold it together. You were doing it for Kia, weren't you?
Kaya.
For Kaya, sorry, Kaya. You hold it down, mate. You've done yourself and your family and Kia so proud this evening. Massive round of applause for Ian. It's an emotional night. Ian, congratulations. Well done. You head off. We'll catch up with you later on. Well done. Thank you. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, as we saw in the videos earlier on, there's a lot of people here fighting for a hugely emotional cause that's affected their own families. As with Ian there, fighting for Kia, his stepdaughter. So many people doing it for all different reasons. So make sure that you support the Lily Foundation this evening in as many ways as you can. I've got blood on my iPad, ladies and gentlemen. Blood on the iPad. Yes! Okay. Come on, let's get going, ladies and gents. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Fight number 4, Lily Fight Night 2023. And it is an all-female bout. Our first fighter. Here we go, wearing the black, the fighting pride of Hungary. Swapping shuttlecocks and rackets for gloves and aggression tonight. Welcome to the ring, Esther the Bomb Domby! Domby! Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Esther's in the ring and taking her on this evening wearing white. It's a woman of mystery, keeping a low profile ahead of Lily Fight Nights, but with a name that deserves a big countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's time for launch for Kiki Rockets! Plenty of supporters in the crowd for Esther, for Kiki. If you're not connected to either of them, pick a fighter, back them all the way, support them all the way on this Lily Fight Night 2023. Make some noise here at the Clapham Grand. Kenny Curtis in charge once again, 3 2-minute rounds. And your big fight commentary team is Andy Clark and George Groves.
So another 3 2-minute rounds here. Esther Domby in the red corner, Kiki Rocket in the blue. I like the look of this one, George. Esther Domby all smiles coming into the ring. Kiki Rocket with the air of mystery. She wouldn't provide any ring walk music. She didn't provide any background information. Playing games, psychological mind games.
Makes it tough for me, Andy, yeah.
And taking her time in that blue corner too, just making Esther Domby wait. That's a former Southern Area champion, I think I spy in that blue corner, just tightening the head guard. Final checks from the referee.
Miss Kiki Rocket has her name printed on her shorts, Andy, which means one of two things. She's either boxed before or she's very confident. So we need to watch out for that. Domby hasn't given herself an alias either.
I mean, these can all be signs, can't they? The shorts as well. You look at, you've got to look at the ring apparel. Sometimes that can set alarm bells ringing, really, when you peer at it across the ring. We'll soon find out. Here we go. Opening bell, 3 2-minute rounds. Esther Domby against Kiki Rocket. Rocket nice and quickly onto the jab. Domby looking to land the big right hand.
Yeah, fast start from both fighters here. Both trying to get a measure of the person in front of them.
Well, these two happy just to step into range, both looking for that right hand. Domby has landed it a couple of times, moving in behind the jab there. Rocket, that was a smart bit of work.
Yeah, very good from Rocket. Finished the exchange with that straight left hand as well. Domby trying to press the action, trying to back up her opponent.
Looking for that double jab right hand there, Rocket. Right hand into the body. Good match, these two. Into the second minute of the opening round. Left hand there on the retreat from Rocket and aiming that big right there, Domby. They're never too far away from each other, these two. Always in punching range. Nice jab there from Domby. Not much in this opening round, not much at all. Good combination there though from Rocket.
You're right, Andy, this is tough to split them. Coming into the last 15 seconds of the round. Maybe the busier fighter here might pick up this first round in the last 10 seconds.
8, 7, 6, 5,
Let's go.
4, 3, 2, 1. And there goes the bell. Good opening round between these two. Plenty landed.
Yeah, cause girls is players too. Yeah, cause girls is players too. Cause girls is players too.
And we can tell, I think, that these two have trodden these boards before. Good technique from the pair of them. Definitely know what they're doing in there.
Do you want to thank Glenn as well? He's just bought me a beer. I'm not sure, Glenn. Thanks, Glenn.
You can see the thong busting on my tight jeans. Okay. Rocks on my fingers like he wanna wife me. Got another shorty, she ain't nothing like me. Yeah. About to catch another fight. Yeah. The apple bottom make him wanna bite. I just wanna have
Jamani there in the blue corner.
just wanna have a good night.
Pro boxer giving tips to his
Seconds
fighter,
out.
You gotta let him go. You could have anybody, any money, mo. Cause when you a boss, you could do what you want.
So here we go with round 2. Coming out of that red corner, Domby out of the blue corner, Rocket looking to get onto that jab. Nice and quick, Domby with a nimble dip of the knees, a right hand into the body. Rocket, those come out quick here at the start of the second. Fast start from Rocket. He's just stepped off a little bit, but another good jab there. But Domby, when she gets close and looks for that right hand into the body, that's when she's dangerous.
Yeah, high level of boxing on show here tonight. The skills from both ladies. Both landed. No, I can't separate either fighter in this round, Andy.
Nice jab there from Domby. Just snap the head back of Rocket, who comes back with a combination. Just when one seems to land something, the other manages to get their own punches in. They are very well matched, these two, into the second minute of round 2, the second half of the fight. Big wide swinging right hand there from Domby, and again just clips Rocket as she was pulling out.
Yeah, that right from Domby landed, but Rocket fires back straight away. We're into the last 30 seconds of round 2.
Well, whoever finishes strong here, I think, could take this round. Good jab there from Domby, but Rocket, to be fair, had pulled the weight back there and managed to ride that one. Rocket just trying to put some shots together towards the end of the round as we head into the final. 10, 9, 8,
Let's go!
7, 6, 5, 4,
Let's
3,
go!
2, 1. 2 rounds down, 1 to go. This one is in the balance. He's asking for that straight right hand there, the trainer of Kiki Rocket. That's Jamal Camaro. Seen him box a number of times, former Southern Area champion. So into the third and final rounds between this pair, Domby and Rocket. Been a great fight so far. 2 minutes to separate them, and they've started quick.
We need lots of noise from the crowd now. Let's get behind your fighter. Spur them on for this last round.
And these two just standing, centering and trading. Right hand into the body there from Domby, who's thrown plenty in this opening 30 seconds. Rocket just staying on that jab. Looks nice and focused. It's a long time, 2 minutes. Domby started quick. Rocket maybe looking to just build into the final round.
This is now a battle of will. Who wants it most? Bite down on that gum shield and let your hands go. As Barry O'Connell would say, Addy, put yourself in the hurt locker.
Good solid jab from Domby. Nice straight left there though from Rocket, who catches that right hand of Domby. Rocket just trying to keep that technique together. Both of them just trading jabs, and again, whoever finishes best here could take this. Every round has been so close.
Let's get behind your fighter. 30 seconds to go now. Let's go.
Who's got a big finish left in them? That could be enough to take it. Domby looking for the jab, heading into the final. 10 9,
seconds.
8,
Let's
7,
go.
6, 5,
Let's go.
4, 3, 2, 1. And there goes the bell. Brilliant fight between these two. We've had some tremendous fights tonight, but that might be fight of the night so far. So well matched. Swapping punches all the way through. And I don't envy referee Ken Curtis having to pick a winner between the pair of them. On technique and style, I would probably just shade Rocket. On work rate and aggression, I might go Domby, so it's anybody's.
Say left cheek, right cheek, drop it low and swing. Texas up in this thing, put you up on this game. I be parking my frame, gang, 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 gang. If you don't jump to put jeans on, baby, you don't feel my pain. Please don't give me hype, write my name in ice.
Another fantastic fight here at Lily Fight Night 2023. And Kenny Curtis has made his decision. Round of applause for both your fighters. Fight number 4, fantastic. Okay, Kenny's decision. Your winner, wearing the white vest, Kiki Rocket. Stay where you are. I want to have a quick word. Kiki, congratulations. Did you enjoy that this evening?
Yeah, it's been really fun.
Now, we didn't know much about you before you came into the ring, but you look the part. Have you done this before?
I had a couple of fights. I lost a couple of fights. So now it's always nice to be back in the ring.
And you have supporters in the Clapham ground this evening?
Just my gym.
Okay. Is there anyone that you couldn't possibly call out from your support?
Jemani, my coach, for coming down and cornering me today, and Barry for inviting me down.
Kiki, thank you very much indeed. Esther, how was that for you? It was a fantastic fight.
That was a tough opponent, well done to her. For the first fight, I think it wasn't bad, so...
It was very impressive indeed. Now, we've been speaking to all our fighters this evening, and I'm sure you've got supporters in the audience this evening, maybe to step into the ring with you, or just simply to be here for the next fight night. Would you like to see one of your friends do it?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna call a few of them out from Oxford Martial Arts Academy. It's your turn next year. And I want to thank my family and friends in the box up there for their support, and everyone who donated to my page. You are absolutely amazing.
Esther, well done. Thank you very much indeed. Round of applause for Esther, for Kiki as well. Doing fantastic work for the Lily Foundation. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our next fight. Moving swiftly on. Fight number 5. And our first fighter, wearing the black. She is the late, great Lily's godmother, ladies and gentlemen. One of Liz's oldest pals. By day, it's all about making people's faces look beautiful. Tonight, it's another story, ladies and gentlemen. A massive welcome to the ring. Smooth Suze, it's Susie Sagar.
Get your killer heels, because pumps are lace up your boots, representing all the women. Salute. So ladies all across the world, listen up, we're looking for recruits. If you're with me, let me see your hands, stand up and salute. Get your killer heels, because pumps are lace up your boots, representing all the women. Salute, salute. It's who we are, we don't need no camouflage. It's the female that I want, we're taking off. If you're with me, women, let me hear you say. Ladies all across the world, listen up, we're looking for recruits. If you're with me, let me see your hands, stand up and salute. Get your killer heels, sneakers, pumps, all lace up your boots, representing all the women. Salute, salute. Attention, salute. Attention, salute. Attention, representing all the women. Salute, salute. We are everywhere, warriors, your country.
Susie Sagar in the building. Proper ring walk. I thought she was going to get on top of a London bus, George.
It's been done.
Right, here we go. Taking on Susie in this transatlantic matchup. Wearing the white. She is the Star-Spangled Basher. Ready to earn her stripes in the ring tonight. It's the Mania from Pennsylvania. Mo Gray.
Dog has been beat too much till you spend half your life just
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we go then. Fight number 5, Susie Sagar up against Mo Gray. England against the USA. Kenny Curtis overseeing the action. 3 2-minute rounds. Make plenty of noise for this one. It's got a good feeling, hasn't it? Here we go. Over to George Groves and Andy Clark, your commentary team.
Well, this absolutely has got that big fight feel, George. 2 tremendous ring walks.
Yeah, Smooth Sue's there. High-fiving people on the way in, cuddling people, kissing babies, the lot. And then a bit of Bruce Springsteen to follow. This is unbelievable.
So Susie Sagar, Smooth Suze, Lily's godmother, boxing out of the red corner, in the black, in the white. Boxing out of the blue corner, Mo Gray, the mania from Pennsylvania. I'm all over that nickname. Both of these two making their debuts. Let's hear it, Clapham Grand, into the opening round. And these two straight down to business. Big right hand there from Gray.
Oh, it's all action, Andy, straight away. Both fighters just letting their hands go.
Gray with a very upright style, short steps, just trying to close that distance down and let that 1-2 go. Right hand and the left, but she's firing back here, Smooth Suze. Incredible action in this opening 30 seconds.
Neither fighter willing to defend themselves. They just want to land punches.
They put a lot into this opening 50 seconds. 6 minutes is a long time in there. Nice chopping down right hand there again from Gray, who's got a kind of awkward style to her, and Smooth Suze just finding things a little bit rough in there at the minute, but she's persevering. There's that right hand from Gray. Lands 2-3 times in a row. And this has been a tumultuous opener between these two. Leather flying everywhere. Left hand there from Sagar.
Oh, huge shots.
And for the first time, these two just stand off each other and nick a few seconds rest. But here we go. In for a big finish to the round. Right hands traded in this neutral corner. Into the final 10, 9, 8,
Let's go.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There goes the bell. What a round! Well, we've just had time to catch our breath. An absolutely
the shield's gone.
monumental opening round between these two. Gum Shield just taking a trip to the floor outside the ring there, washed off.
It tastes better when it's been on the Clapham Grand floor, Andy.
Seconds out. So here we go into the second round. Smooth Suze Sagar in the red corner, in the blue corner wearing the white. Mo Gray, UK against the USA. Here we go. Good start to the round there from Smooth Suze, looking to work that 1-2.
Huge shots landed, Eddie.
Beautiful shot there from Gray. She's just all work rate. Sagar's having some success though. Nice 1-2 there from Smooth Suze. Catches Gray high on the head. These two just digging their toes in and letting their hands go.
Forget Pennsylvania, this is Philadelphia, this is Rocky.
It's unbelievable. The work rate here, they just not taking a backward step for a split second. Right hand's just coming in there from the pair of them.
Terrific action, Andy. Both fighters pause to catch their breath. Referee Kenny applauding them to go back to work.
And there's another good right hand over the top there from Sagar. Just catches Gray high on the head. He's got that really upright style, but
fitness levels from both contestants, both fighters is phenomenal. We're in the last 30 seconds of this round. Who's gonna claim this round?
Nice 1-2 again there from Sagar, who's finishing the round strong here. Right hand again, and Gray is in a little bit of trouble here. Come on, dig in there, Mo.
Last 10 seconds.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there goes the bell. There goes the bell. Another terrific round. Very strong finish to it by Smooth Suze. That might have been enough to take it, but wow, the tempo to this one has been unbelievable.
I can't split them on my card, Andy. It's going to come down to this last round.
25 seconds more rest for these two, and then back they go to it. Final words of advice from the trainers. It's going to be all-out war for another 2 minutes. They're going to have to bite down here, George. Whoever wants this most will probably get it.
10 seconds, corners.
Okay. Here we go, third and final round. A touch of gloves between the two, or not, as the case may be. Right hand there from Sagar. A right hand back from Gray, and these two just trading off, centering right from the start. It's what we've had from the first second of the opening round, and it's what we're getting right up until the end.
Neither lady willing to take a backward step. Phenomenal action.
Good right hand again there from Sagar, who's just working those gloves so effectively. Just no respite at all for Gray, and a standing count there from referee Ken Curtis. Great pressure there from Smooth Suze.
Amazing action.
So just over a minute remaining. Just over a minute remaining. These two being backing in, and if she pours the pressure on here, Sagar, then she could maybe get the stoppage, I think. Just hang in there, Mo Gray. Hang in there. Cover yourself up. Get your hands up. Get those hands up.
Let's get behind your fighter. Less than a minute to go.
Left hand again there from Sagar, and Gray just running on empty here, but she's digging in. Come on, Mo Gray, let's get behind her final stages here, Clapham Grand.
Let's go, ladies, amazing. Get behind your fighter. 20 seconds to go. 20 seconds to go.
Just hang in there, Mo Gray, keep going. Keep going.
Last 10.
10
seconds.
8, 7,
go.
6, 5,
yes.
4, 3, 2, 1. There goes the final bell. What a fight, ladies and gentlemen. What a battle between these two. Magnificent stuff, really was. Right from the beginning. Brilliant to see. Smooth Suze just kind of took over in that final round there, George. I think that's fair to say. But Mo Gray she dug in there and dogged it out, showed all the courage and spirit you'd expect of a Philly fighter. Marvellous.
An amazing noise, ladies and gentlemen. What a fight, ladies and gents. Round of applause for both the fighters. What a battle. That was fantastic. Okay, Kenny Curtis has made his decision. He's passed on his immense congratulations to both fighters after a huge battle between UK and USA. His decision is in, and your winner, wearing the black, Susie Sagar! Congratulations. How was that for you?
It was hard. It was exciting, scary, everything all rolled up into one.
And you were Lily's godmother. That must have been driving you on all the way through those rounds.
For sure. Raising the money and doing the training and putting all my effort into it. Yeah, all for the Lily Foundation.
And you had so many fans here. There has to be someone here that should be doing it next year that doesn't quite know it yet. Tell them who it is.
Granny! 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 Granny!
Susie, fantastic. We will see if Granny is here. Susie, thank you very much. And Mo, congratulations. That was such a fantastic battle. Right from the word go, Mo.
Wow, Susie's an animal. I mean, that was hard. That was really hard. But good fun and good to see a lot of supporters there in the crowd. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate it. So yeah, great experience. Glad I did it, but holy hell, you're an animal.
You can relax after that. Is there anyone that should be doing it next year that you want to name and call out, maybe?
I say Raina Price, 100%.
Raina, is that?
Raina, right there in the crowd.
Okay, Raina, we'll see you next year. It's a deal. Mo, thank you so much. Congratulations, Susie as well. Well done. Round of applause for those fighters. Brilliant. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, no rest for the wicked, we go again. Here we go. The Lily Fight Night packs a punch. Are you ready for fight number 6, ladies and gentlemen? Here we go. Our first fighter, and I'm going to need some help on this one. Okay, be warned, listen up. Our first fighter, wearing black, a boxing novice, but one who's happy to put his neck on the line for charity tonight. He is a lover of David Brent from The Office, ladies and gentlemen. So, here we go. Come on, get it. Woo! Here we go. Welcome to the ring, Ben Brentmeister General Rogers.
I don't sweat the day. My mom was late, so I had to
make some noise, ladies and gents. Here we go.
The fly girls, Tangeray and Hennessy until I call Earl. 10 months in this gut, what the I wish Mars would hurry up so I could get fucked. Wild juvenile.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, no audience participation in this one, don't worry. Taking on Ben tonight, wearing white. He's the man with the camper, ready to hamper anyone who gets in his way. The man with a detector, ready to test your metal, ladies and gents. Welcome, Josh Big Bon Bridal O'Neill.
Where it began, I can't begin to knowing, but then I know it's growing strong. Wasn't the spring, and spring became the summer. Who'd have believed you'd come along? Hand, touching hands, reaching out, touching me, touching you. Sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good. I've been inclined to believe there never was, but now I look at the night.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we go then. Ben Rogers up against Josh Bridal O'Neill. Kenny Curtis, the man in charge, once again. 3 2-minute rounds. Get behind your fighters. Here we go. Lily Fight Night 2023, fight number 6. Over to George and Andy ringside.
So Ben Rogers, the Brentmeister General, above us boxing out of the red corner in the black, across the ring in the white, in that blue corner, Josh Bridal O'Neill. I think it's the first time for both of these two. I think this could be the sleeper on the card. I've got high hopes for this one. Neither one of them giving too much away in their bios. Josh Bridal O'Neill, hobbies, boxing and metal detecting. I'm all over that. So 3 2-minute rounds. Away we go. Immediately looking for the jab there. Bridal O'Neill, Big Bon, as he's known. Lovely jab from Rogers. This is good stuff, George. Both of them using that lead left hand to great effect.
Yeah, both found a home for their jab here in the first 30 seconds of this bout. Rogers just missing there with the right hand. The Brentmeister General. Surprised he didn't ring walk this evening to Lady Gypsy or Free Love Freeway.
Free Love Freeway would have been the one. Good right hand, just shoots it down the middle there. Though Rogers, he throws that 1-2 really, really well. Bridal O'Neill just brings those feet in, and there's been some fun and games going on here because I was led to believe that these two haven't done much of this before, and that is absolute bollocks because they definitely know what they're doing.
Yes, you're right, Andy. Maybe one was trying to disguise their abilities against the other. There's 2 ringers in the ring this evening.
This is a good standard. Really is a good standard. Nice double jab there from Bridal O'Neill. Catches the top of the head of Rogers, and Bridal O'Neill just dips those knees, varies the height. This is great stuff into the final 40 seconds. Looking for a big right hand there, Bridal O'Neill, and a bit of blood coming from the end of the nose of Rogers. He looks to fire back straight away. Nice strong jab.
We're into the last 30 seconds of this first round. As Big Bon put his claim on this round with them big right hands.
Looks to shoot that right hand again there, Rogers. When he throws it straight down the middle, it looks like a weapon. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good opening round between these two. We've got two experienced technicians in there, two stylists really putting on a good display.
Ben Rogers used to own a paper shop until it blew away.
Not much between them in that opener. You'd imagine these two will last the pace pretty well down the stretch as well.
Yes, O'Neill, whose keen hobbies is walking, maybe walked through that first round.
Seconds out. So into the second round, Rogers in the black, Bridal O'Neill in the white. Tight opener. There's that jab from Bridal O'Neill. He really gets behind it, shoots it out.
Good right hand there from Rogers. Oh, he ships a few jabs back. That's woken up Bridal O'Neill.
It's that right hand that's dangerous for Rogers. Throws that jab, looks for that right, just catches the right, the Bridal O'Neill on his shoulder, and again, Bridal O'Neill just using the outside of the ring mostly. Chops down on the right, and again there Rogers, and this is pretty similar to what we saw in that opening round. It's good stuff.
Nice dip left, fires the jab, Rogers. Fighting with that low left hand, like Sugar Ray Leonard.
Trying to hook on the move there, Bridal O'Neill. Big right hand he aimed there, but didn't quite land it. Short right gets through there from Rogers. Nothing in this second round either, into the second minute of it. Nice combo there from Bridal O'Neill with the right hand. A couple of cracking rights upstairs there. Shake of the head there from Rogers.
Amazing attack from O'Neill there. Rogers fires back with his right hand. We're in the last 30 seconds of round number 2.
Low blow, I think. Acknowledged there. Acknowledged there by Rogers.
It would appear Big Bon is actually Big Don as he takes a whack below the belt. Unintentional from the Brentmeister. He didn't mean it. But we give O'Neill the time to recover. 15 seconds left in this round. Who's going to claim it? Who are we behind? Get behind your fighters.
10, 9, 8, 7,
Let's go.
6, 5,
oh,
4,
let's
3, 2, 1. Another great round. Quality action between
That's
this
enough
pair.
cuddling. Get back to corners.
Not sure where my money is going into this third and final round. I'll be honest, it was tight again in that second.
This could be one round apiece. It comes down to a last round shootout.
So good, I got you. I feel nothing.
If you are Bridal O'Neill's trainer there, Andy, in the corner, what are you telling your fighter right now?
I think I'm just telling either one of them, just throw as many punches as you physically can in this final round, because they both got decent technique, but it's not going to come down to that.
2 minutes left on the clock.
I probably would be telling Bridal O'Neill, just shoot that jab. He's got a lovely jab. Here we go. Come on, out of your corners. That's a minute up. Let's get this on. Third and final round. Let's have a touch of gloves, Jen.
Let's go.
Here we go. In the black, Ben Rogers. In the white, Josh Bridal O'Neill. Lovely jab there from Bridal O'Neill. Tries to whip the right hand off the back of it. Doubles up on the jab. Right hand. Beautiful stuff from Bridal O'Neill.
Brent Meister can't be affording to take in them right hands.
Well, Brent Meister landed a pretty decent right in the middle of that, but there's that jab again from Bridal O'Neill. If he can just snap that for the next 90 seconds, he's gonna be hard to beat here.
Come on, crowd, let's hear it. Get behind your fighter. Spur them on. A little over a minute to go.
These two just standing off, I think, summoning up the energy for one big final effort here. Right hand, Rogers pulled the weight back, didn't get caught too clean by that. A minute remaining.
Yes, right in the shot like Canelo. Is the Brent Meister and his foot.
Lovely right hand there from the Brent Meister General. Shooting that right hand himself though, Big Bon. This is such a good battle. Just over 30 seconds remaining.
30 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Who is going to have it? Let's hear you. Oh!
Down he goes to a knee. No knockdown. Signal by Ken
knockdown.
Curtis correctly. Lost his balance a bit there as he was looking for that massive heat-sinking right hand.
15 seconds to go, ladies and gentlemen.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
Let's
3, 2, 1. What a finish. Fantastic stuff from both of these two. Put your hands together. That was another brilliant fight. Big finish there from Bridal O'Neill, but not much to pick between the pair of them all the way through. One for the purists as well at times, George. Good technique, seriously, it really was.
Tremendous effort from both men this evening. I wouldn't want to have to pick a winner. Let's find out what referee Kenny.
We haven't had a draw yet tonight. I wonder if there are draws allowed in this hotbed.
Who's back the draw?
Okay. Thank you to Andy, to George for calling the fight once again. Big round of applause for your fighters, please, ladies and gentlemen. Kenny Curtis has made his decision. It was a tight one, wasn't it? Your winner, wearing the white, Josh Big Bon Bridal O'Neill. Ben, before you go, well done. Did you enjoy that?
Yeah, not the third round, but the rest was all right. It was good, just knackered. Had nothing left by the third.
Now, you've done a great thing by raising loads of money for the Lily Foundation. Just tell us about the process, the training.
Yeah, not the most. I had a few upsets, which meant I could only do a little bit here and there, but sounds like Josh had the same, so can't really use that as an excuse.
Do you want to call anyone out to maybe come into the ring next year?
Yeah. See this guy here? He said he'd do it, but he said his mum wouldn't let him. He's 27.
What's his name?
Joseph Millard.
Joseph Millard! We'll see you next year. Big Bon, the winner. Ben, thank you. Congratulations. How was that for you?
Yeah, it's tough. Not gonna lie, it's tough. Ben did really well. 3 rounds in here, it's an absolute killer. So, I got to thank everyone who came to support me. I want to shout out Blackmore Vale Boxing Club as well for the few sessions I've had there. Everyone that's donated and supported, thank you very much. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for doing what you've done this evening. We want to make sure that this kicks on into the next year. Is there someone that you want to maybe suggest comes into the ring in 2024?
That's a hard one, but Lee Graham's over there. He might want to get in.
Lee
Graham.
Lee Graham. Lee Graham, we'll see you next year, potentially. Well done, congratulations. Round of applause for both fighters, ladies and gentlemen. Brilliant, thank you. The buckets are still going round. The machines are being swiped as we speak. Still haven't cracked it, have I? They're being tapped. Contactless payments, ladies and gentlemen. That's the thing I was looking for. Contactless payments to donate to the Lily Foundation this evening. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have 4 more fights to go on this Lily Fight Night. And it's a big one to kick off the second half, ladies and gentlemen. It is a big one. You can see the names up on the screen. This is a whisper battle royale. Let's have a look. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The Clapham Grand, are you ready for this? It's the Lily Fight Night 2023, fight number 7. Kenny Curtis is back. George Groves is in the toilets. The nerves have got to him ahead of this one. Okay, here we go. Our first fighter, wearing black, is the Canine King from Q. He's a gooner, a Guinness lover. He walks the walk with his dog Ted. Can he now talk the talk in the ring? A man whose bite and bark are equally ferocious. Welcome, Henry the Hound Dog Taylor. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, taking on Henry tonight, wearing white. Here comes Smoking Joe. He's a first-time fighter. He's made a big call. Now he's ready to back it up, having honed his skills at the Islington Boxing Club. Welcome, Joe the Carnage Carney.
turn the page on the day, walk away. Cause there's sense in what I say. I'm 45th generation Roman, but I don't know them or care when I'm spitting. So return to your sitting position and listen, it's fitting. And I'm miles ahead and they chase me. Show your face on TV, then we'll see. You can't do half, my crew laughs at your rhubarb and custard verses. You rain down curses, but I'm waving your hearses driving by. Streets riding high with the beats in the sky. All stare, eyes glazed, garage burned down, the fire raged. For 40 days and in 40 ways. But through the blaze they see it fade. The sea of black, the beaming heat on their faces. Then a figure emerges from the wastage. Eyes transfixed with a piercing gaze. One hand clutching his sword raised to the sky. They wonder how, they wonder why. The sky turns white, it all becomes clear. They felt lifted from their fears. They shed tears in the light after 6 dark years. Young bold soldiers.
The streets have been talking about this one for a long, long time. We're ready to go. Fight number 7. Henry Taylor, Joe Carney. Kenny Curtis in charge.
Great. You stop boxing and take a step back. If a boxer goes down, the other one goes to a neutral corner, but defend yourself at all times, okay? Shake hands.
3 2-minute rounds. In the commentary box, George Groves and Andy Clark.
Well, what an atmosphere as we await the opening bell. 2 tremendous ring walks. Bragging rights on the line here. A showdown between 2 Whisper warriors. Taylor in the black, Carney in the white. Here we go.
Let's go.
Nice shape from the pair of them early on. Fetching pair of shorts there from Carney. Those are a Muay Thai kickboxing pair of shorts, so that just may be a sign that he's done something like this before. Looking for that right hand there, Carney. Getting on the jab there, Taylor. Good start, this.
Yes, the hound dog there just made that right hand miss. He's fighting with that low left hand, Andy. He's getting peppered with the jab. Great jab from Carnage.
The man in white just using that left hand well. Just catching Taylor as he comes in. Nice little feint there from Taylor. Took his feet in and feinted, came back out. Into the 2nd minute of round 1. Good jab there from Taylor. Right to the body in there from Carney, and again looking for the overhand right, and he's picking some good shots here, Carney, in this opening round. Taylor just staying in there though. Trying to get that jab going there, Carney.
Yeah, the hound dog landed a few jabs, but he's looking to build from that. There it is again. Oh, the right hand goes in.
Lovely right hand from Carney, heading towards the final few seconds of this opening
We're in
round.
the last 10 seconds now.
10, 9,
Who wants
8,
this round?
7, 6, 5,
Oh, strong
4,
finish from
3,
Carney.
2, 1. And there goes the bell.
the
Right
bell.
hand landed on the bell by Taylor. Cracking opening round between these two.
Impressive first round from Hound Dog. He doesn't want to die on the toilet here in the corner. And the carnage. Carney, who is of course
well, no surprise to see two fighters from Whisper in here. The co-promoter tonight, one of the top execs at Whisper, John Curtis, basically made this fight, and they do like a feral work atmosphere, George. I've done some stuff at Whisper, and it's like the Hunger Games when you go down there. So forcing these two together was always going to happen, I'm afraid.
10 seconds. Corner's ready.
Quick off his stool there, Carney. Here we go.
Carnage, a huge fan of the streets. decided not to have Dry Your Eyes May this evening for his ring walk.
Into the second round we go in the white Carney, in the black Taylor.
Both guys shaping up well in this second round. Both trying to score offensive shots with the... Oh!
He's looking aggressive there, Taylor, at the start of the round. Nice jab there from Carney, but Taylor trying to get close and just winging that right hand.
Yeah, neat and tidy work there from Carnage. Hound Dog throwing caution to the wind. Haymakers flying in.
Just digging his toes in there, Taylor, and letting those hands go. Carney's just trying to keep this a bit more solid, a bit more compact. Use that lead left hand, does it well there. But it's just a matter of time before Taylor just sets those feet and starts swinging again.
Carney trying to dazzle his opponent with the sparkly shorts. Minutes to go in the second round. We're over halfway through this fight. Ladies and gentlemen, who are we backing? Who are we behind? Let's hear you. Oh!
Looking for that right hand there, Taylor. Carney came back and then steps into a nice solid left. Pretty tight this second round.
Yes, very tight this second round, Andy. 30 seconds to go in this round. Who's going to apply the pressure? Who's going to land that shot? Here we go. Here we go.
Good right hands from the pair of them and a nice jab from Carney. Tremendous support for both of these two. A swing and a miss there from Taylor.
Let's
into
go.
the final.
Hound
10, 9, 8, 7,
finish to
6,
the round.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there goes the bell. 2 down, 1 to go. Seconds out. Third and final round between these two on the way. Let's hear it for Henry Taylor and Joe Carney, the Hound Dog and the Carnage. Final rounds.
Oh, huge right hand from the Hound Dog.
Straight down the middle, good start to the round that from Taylor. Carney's the more kind of compact of the two. Just half turning his back there, Taylor. Carney with a big swing with that right.
Carney backed his man up onto the ropes. The Hound Dog breaks out. Both men feeling the pace now, Andy.
Well, they've just got to dig in. Whoever finished strongest here could take it into the final minute of the fight. Lovely jab there from Carney.
Let's go, men. Let's go. Big last round. Who wants it? Oh, huge right hand from the Hound Dog.
Lovely right from Taylor. Swung up from low. He's landed some good shots in his final round.
This
30 seconds remaining. Good jab there from Carney.
We're in the last 25 seconds of this round, the last round. Let's get behind our fighters, let's hear it. Come on!
10
seconds.
9,
Let's
8,
go.
7, 6, 5,
Let's
4,
go.
3, 2, 1. And there goes the final bell. Well, it was worthy of the build-up.
Men, stand up straight. Show no weakness. No one's tired. There we go. A bit of blood.
Terrific stuff from Henry Taylor and Joe Carney. Well matched. Great bit of matchmaking from John Curtis. There's a future in that job. Well, these two called to the centre of the ring. There wasn't much between them all the way through. Ken Curtis with a difficult job here. Let's see which way it's gone.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, before we get even close to a decision, a massive round of applause for your two fighters. A fantastic battle. Kenny Curtis's decision has just reached me. Here we go. And Kenny Curtis has called this fight a draw, ladies and gentlemen.
Let the dogs out! Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs
Rematch.
out?
So that is the question, George.
Rematch.
Gentlemen.
One more round.
Gents.
One more round.
More round. One more round.
One more round.
One more round.
What are we thinking? Do we go again? Do we go again for one more round?
One more round.
What do we fancy?
Yeah, go on then.
Go on then!
Hey!
Never before at a Lily Fight Night have we seen such a dramatic twist. One more round was the demand from world champion George Groves. Our fighters, knackered, bent double against the ropes, thought, surely he's having a laugh, but no! They have gathered themselves. They have redoubled their efforts. And we will have one more round here at the Clapham Grand. Henry Taylor, Joe Carney. They go again, Kenny Curtis, who had no say in the decision. Enjoy it, gents. One more round.
Let's go.
Here we go.
No excuses now. I'm talking here and now. I'm talking here.
Let's go.
Massive
Come
applause.
on, Clapham Grand, let's rise to these two. What an effort to go one more round.
Who wants it most?
It looked like neither of them did. They
Let's
were fuming with you, Groves, when you suggested one more round. Come on,
There we
fellas,
go.
let's go. Henry Taylor in the black, Joe Carney in the white. All on this now, fourth and final round.
Oh, big right hand from Hound Dog, followed up by Carney. Carney's working his man.
Taylor just dipping that head. He wants to get close and just let those hands go. Carney, as he has done all night, trying to keep his boxing together.
Oh, it's a measure of temperament. Who can hold their form? But let them power shots go.
Getting in behind that jab there, Carney, right under the shoulder. Just over a minute remaining. These two just keeping it in the tank here for a big finish. Nice double jab there from Carney.
Minute to go now, ladies and gentlemen. Last minute. Who's going to get those eye-catching shots? Oh, big right hand. Just misses there.
Great use of the left hand there from Carney.
Let's go!
He's looking to get to work here, looking for that big right hand. Carney just unloading.
It's pandemonium.
Taylor, though, comes swinging back.
30 seconds. Let's go, 30 seconds. 20 seconds left in this round. Oh!
Big right hand there from
in the
Taylor.
Last 10 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Amazing.
Magnificent. What a pair of warriors. Going that extra round, and then that finish to the round was absolutely sensational from the pair of them.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for your two fighters, Henry Taylor and Joe Carney. What a performance. 3 rounds, they couldn't be separated. We went again for one more round. And Kenny Curtis has made his decision. He's a man that's been around the block. He doesn't take any shit from anyone, Kenny Curtis, right? So listen up. His decision has been made. And he's not budging because this fight has been declared a draw, ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh, that's going to be controversial.
No more rounds, ladies and gents. That was an epic battle.
Adam, drinking contest, man.
Yeah, we'll do that at the bar later on. Round of applause for your fighters. The question is, Henry, come in, come in. Joe, well done. Henry, well done. The question is, you haven't been able to be separated this evening. Do we go again next year?
Yeah, go on then.
Of course, of course.
Excellent. So
Wembley Stadium.
Wembley Stadium in front of 80,000 people, ladies and gentlemen. Right, quick word from both of you, because this has gone on long enough. Henry, a word about your performance, that fight, being part of it.
Haymakers left, right and centre. Didn't plan with it, but it happened. Yeah, happy with that. We'll go again next year.
So you will be back next year. Who do you want to also be fighting next year?
David Gibbs in the house, also known as Gibbo. I think that's a good choice.
Okay, and Joe, a word from you. Fantastic performance. How much did you enjoy that?
Yeah, it was great. I knew he'd come out with power and I weren't wrong. But I thought I worked my jab well. Wasn't enough to get the win this time, but we'll go again next year, yeah.
And who else is coming into the ring? Lily Foundation Fight Night 2024. Who should be here?
It's got to be from Whisper, Pat McMahon against Richard Horn from UEFA.
Perfect. You have been royally called out by 2 legends in the ring.
They're not here.
Oh, they're not here. So they might be watching on YouTube around the world, ladies and gentlemen. Joe, Henry, well done. Please leave now. Please leave. Well done. Congratulations. Round of applause for Joe and Henry. And I've just heard from George Groves, who of course had that huge battle with referee Howard Foster. He's actually just made an official complaint about Kenny Curtis this evening. Kenny will be holding a press conference later on at the Mosquito Club down the road, if it still exists. Does it exist? It's open till 5 a.m. Used to go there and get smashed back in the day. Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are ready for fight number 8 of the evening. Let's make some noise for this one, ladies and gents. It is our first fighter wearing black, galloping into action. A contender full of horsepower, centre passes, and pina coladas. Get ready for Nicole Break Your Bones Jones.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Level up, 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 level up. All this on me so yummy, all this sauce so yummy. No, you want this yummy, yummy all in your tummy. Level up, 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 level up. All this on me so yummy, all this sauce so yummy. No, you want this yummy, yummy all in your tummy. Them more mistakes are gone, I won't do them no more. That's old news, that's news, I done did that before. I turn up into something, my comeback on 100. Let's talk it, more action, you just go see coming. I just keep elevating.
Okay, great pace into the ring like George Groves back in the day. Straight in. Let's get to business. Taking on Nicole tonight, wearing white. The pen is mightier than the sword. A writer who mustered just 10 words on her bio. She's protective of her genius. Perhaps she has a secret. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's Lois Lane. Welcome, Anna Whitworm. Thank you, ma'am. Here we go.
Somebody told me that this planet was small. We used to live in the same building on the same floor and never met before until I'm overseas on tour and peep this Ethiopian queen from Philly taking classes abroad. She studying film and photo flash focus record. Says she working on a flick and cut my click through the score. She said she loved my show in Paris at Elysee and that I stepped off the stage and took a piece of her heart. We knew from the start that things fall apart, intent to shatter. She like, that shit don't matter when I get home. Get at her through letter phone, whatever. Let's let's get together. Shit.
Here we go, ladies and gents. Fight number 8. Nicole Jones, Anna Whitworm. Kenny Curtis in charge. 3 2-minute rounds. George Groves and Andy Clark are your commentators.
So Jones in the black, fighting out of the red corner across the ring, waiting to advance out of that blue corner, Anna Whitworm. First timers, these two, I'm told. Always interesting when people haven't done this before. Okay, the gum shield goes in, and final instructions from our referee. So here we go, Nicole Jones in the black, Anna Whitworm in the white. Nice looking jab there from Whitworm early on.
Yeah, great start from both fighters. Lois Lane there behind the jab. Sharp, fast jab. Controlling the distance. Jones got to get past that tonight, Andy.
Got a really good reach on the Whitworm, kind of spidery reach. Looking for that right to the body, and a right hand comes back there from Jones.
Yeah, Jones lands a right hand to the head, then follows with a right hand to the body. Oh, brilliant jab there from Lois Lane.
Beautiful lead left hand there from Whitworm. Just caught Jones as she was coming forward. Jones has got to move that head on the way in. Into the second half of the rounds. Good stuff there from Jones. Just pulled the weight back, managed to avoid that left hand, then gets a little bit closer and scores with that left on the inside.
Really high, skillful bout. This one, Andy. Both ladies not giving a lot away. The long punches from Lois Lane working for her there. Fast jab. And again, trying to set up that right hand.
Whitworm again just moving off to a right-hand side. Looks to really get some distance on that right, heading up to the end of the round. 10, 9, 8, 7,
Let's go!
6, 5,
Let's
4,
go!
3, 2, 1. Good opening rounds. Whitworm just using that height and reach, but Jones doing well to work her way onto the inside.
Smiles there in the Whitworm corner. Energised. Pep talk in Jones's corner.
There's that jab again from Whitworm right at the start of the round, just snapping it out. That's been a weapon.
Oh, big right hand there from Lois Lane, lands right on the button.
Doing a good job here in the second round, Whitworm, of just keeping this at distance. That's it from Jones, so that's what she needs to do. Make that commitment, get those feet a bit closer, let her hands go.
Yeah, Jones here needs to close the distance, which she's trying to do.
Into the second half of the round. Nice left hand on the inside there from Jones. Whitworm lands the right and just moves off to her right. Good battle, this.
Yeah, Lois Lane here, wanting to keep it at that longer range, has the height and reach advantage over her opponent.
But she's used it really, really well. There we go again, just touching with that jab and throwing the right hand. 30 seconds left in round two.
Yeah, this round's still up for grabs. Who wants to stake a claim on winning this round? Let's
Good
get
right hand
behind
again
your
there
fighter.
from Whitworm.
That's 10 seconds left in round number two.
10, 9, 8,
Let's
7,
go!
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So 1 round left between these two. Nicole Jones in the black, Anna Whitworm in the white. Good contest so far. Seconds out. So here we go, third and final round. Let's hear it for Nicole Jones and Anna Whitworm.
Jones started fast this last round. She's looking to oppose herself. Good right hand.
Still using that jab really well, Whitworm. He's just kept pumping it out right from the start all the way through.
Yeah, holding the center of the ring now. Trying to back her opponent up.
Jones just sticking to her task here. Good smearing right hand there from Whitworm, launched from way back.
This round still up for grabs, Andy. With a minute to go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get behind your fighter.
Working the 1-2 there, Whitworm. Jones has just got to put it all on the line here. The last 40 seconds or so, just go for broke. See if she can get inside that lead hand and just dig her toes in and get to work. And there she goes, big left hand.
Great exchange from both fighters. "20 seconds to go in this third and final round."
Still using that jab there, Whitworm, and a lovely right hand off the back of it as well.
Last 10, ladies and gentlemen.
9, 8, 7, 6,
Let's
5,
go.
4, 3, 2, 1. Let's hear it for these two. That was yet another really good fight.
You got a $100 bill, get your hands up. You got a $50 bill, get your hands up. You got a $20 bill, get your hands up. You got a $10 bill, get your hands up. Single ladies, I can't hear y'all. Single ladies, make noise. Single ladies, I can't hear y'all. Single ladies, make noise. All the chicken heads, be quiet. All the chicken heads, be quiet. All the chicken heads, be quiet. Yeah, baby, fat man, scoop, face, feathers, sing along, come on. All the good-looking women sing along. I can't hear y'all.
The standard of boxing this evening at Lily Fight Night 2023 has been exceptional. Would you not agree, ladies and gentlemen? Round of applause for your two fighters. Kenny Curtis, controversial Kenny Curtis, has made his decision. And your winner, wearing the white, is Anna Whitworm. Round of applause for Anna. Round of applause for Nicole as well. I'll come to you first if I can, Nicole. Well done. You didn't win, but you won a lot of people's hearts here this evening. Just a word about your support.
Yeah, the support has been absolutely amazing, so I want to thank everyone who came, the supporters. It's been great, yeah, it's been good.
Now, you have so many people here who should be doing this next year, do you think?
Oh, I think one of the Pleiades lot should be doing this next year. I'm going to guess Lauren.
The challenge has been set up in the box to the VIPs. We will see. Nicole, well done. Thank you so much for being part of this and raising so much money for the Lily Foundation. And a word for our winner, Anna, congratulations. How was that for you?
Wonderful, thank you.
Did you enjoy it?
I did, yeah.
You had to make up for a little bit of difference in height. You adapted your stance. You must be happy with your performance.
I am, I'm happy. It was really nice to fight you, thank you very much. It was a good experience, really good experience, thank you.
And your first fight, but you've also done so much raising money for the Lily Foundation. Just a word about the support that you've had.
It's all to do with State of Mind Fitness. They got me here to do this, so it's all down to Barry and that amazing gym and this amazing charity that we're doing this for.
Well done, Anna. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Well done to Nicole. Round of applause for Anna and for Nicole as well.
You know it is. You know we go.
For the longest while we're jamming in the party, and you're whining on me, pushing everything. Right back on top of me, yeah.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're heading to the business end of Lily Fight Night 2023. We have 3 fights to go. Oh, yes. And we are ready for fight number 9. You can see the big names up on the big screen. Our first fighter in this battle, wearing black, a culinary king with all the right ingredients, inspired by his father's charity exploits at Lily Fight Nights of the past. This is a coming-of-age boxing debut for the man fast on 2 wheels. Now watch those fast hands go. It is Kyla Coots.
For this life I cannot change. In the hills, deep off in the main. Eminem, sweet like candy cane. Drop the top, pop it, let it bang. For this life I cannot change. In the hills, deep off in the main. Eminem, sweet like candy cane. Drop the top, pop it, let it bang. Pop it, pop it. Drop the top, play hide and seek. Jump inside, jump straight to the lip. Take a sip, feel just how I be. On freeway, but no ain't nothing free.
Okay, Kyla's in the ring. And taking on Kyla tonight, wearing white. He's the fighting pride of South Africa. From braais to brawls. Another chef, ready to cause a stir. He's put down his esports controller and he's laced up for a battle right here, right now, in reality. Welcome to the ring, Dino, the Great, Dean Langovalds. Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is fight number 9. Kyla Coots up against Dean Langovalds. Kenny Curtis in charge. 3 2-minute rounds. And Andy and George are ready to call the action once again. Make some noise for your fighters, ladies and gentlemen. Clapham Grand, let's go. Here we go.
So Kyla Coots, in the black, Dean Langeveld in the white. I'm looking forward to this one. I've always thought that chefs are well suited to this. They're belligerent generally, aren't they? I've always imagined professional kitchens, it's just people swearing and kicking off on each other. So touch your gloves. And here we go. Kyler Coots in the black there. Dean Langeveld, Dino the Great in the white. He's got a bit of size on Coot, who shakes his head as he avoids a blow and looks to set his feet and let his hands go. And this one getting very tasty very quickly.
Yeah, these two men have brought the kitchen to this room, to this ring.
Nice right hand there from Coot, who's got some good movement about him. He'll need that. He's got to stay out of the clutches of Langeveld. Nice long jab there from the South African. Good right hand from Coot.
Yep. Dino the Great, the gamer, needs to be twitching and fidgeting and feinting and slipping these shots.
Good right hand there from Coot. He's landed some good shots in this round, but Langeveld was just tucking up on the ropes there, waiting for a chance to come back, and lands that right hand. Some solid, heavy shots have been landed in this round. We're only just over a minute into it. Well, they just agree to stand off and have a little bit of a breather there for 5-10 seconds. Then Coot just comes back in with that winging right hand. Swing and a miss there from Langeveld.
Yeah, Coot just landing on his opponent there at the end of the shot. Dino the Great needs to get out of the way of them shots. Use his natural size advantage.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good round, really good opening round between those two. Set their feet, let their hands go. This is what we've all come here to see.
Way too big when we pull up, give me the loot. Was off the Remy, had up at post. Had to hit my old town to duck the news. 2-4-hour lockdown, we made no moves. Now it's 4 a.m. and I'm back up popping with the crew. I just landed in, Chase B mixes pop like Jamba Joe's. Different color chains, think my jeweler really selling fruits. And they joking, man, know the
very nonchalant in the corner, that Kyler Coot, just leaning on the ropes, legs crossed.
So inside. Way too formal, y'all know I don't follow suit. Stacy
Seconds out.
Most of these girls ain't got a clue. All of these
So into the second round. Coots in the black, Langeveld in the white. Lots of solid blows landed in that first round. Langeveld, as George was saying, maybe just needs to make that size count a bit, get close, get hold of his man, throw him around a bit. Good lead left hand there from Coot.
Yeah, it was good, elusive. Oh, turning his back. Coot there turning his back on his opponent. Must have slipped past referee Kenny, didn't see it, didn't strike. Good jab there from Coot. Oh, the right hand spins him. Bit of a ballroom dancer here tonight.
Well, the referee having a quick word there. He's got this strange manoeuvre. He'll throw that right hand, step off, and then do a full 360. And it's not exactly in the coaching manual, but I like it. I like it.
Yourself at all times. Let's go. Minute to go in this second round. It may just be that Dino the Great has the greater engine, the greater stamina, and he's now going to impose his size and his fitness on his opponent.
He's looking for that left hand there. Kyler Coot, left comes in from Langeveld. Big finish to the round here from either one of these two will probably take it. The boat is beginning to feel it a bit. He goes southpaw here, Langeveld. I love it. Good jab there from Langeveld. Nice left hand though from Coots.
We're into the last 20 seconds of round number 2. Let's go. Last 10, ladies and gentlemen.
10,
Get behind your
9,
fighter.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Another quality round between those two. Plenty of action. Bit of blood coming out at the end of the nose there of Langovalds. What a tune. This reminds me of when I used to come here 20 years ago. So third and final round coming up, ladies and gents. Let's hear it for these two. Seconds out.
Third and final round.
So here we go. Kyler Coots in the black, Dean Langovalds in the white. Let's hear it for these two. It's been a great fight so far. Right hand there from Coots right at the start of the round, looking for that big uppercut.
Oh, and Dino the Great comes back with his right and ships a stiff jab in return.
Good stuff there from Coots. He really springs into that jab, then followed it with the right hand. They'll have to keep the energy high, these two. Langovalds has just got to soak this up in the early stages, you feel, and then really gets on him in the second half of the round. Lets that right hand go there, Langovalds. Didn't land absolutely clean. Just over a minute remaining. Let's hear it for these two. Good left hand there from Coots.
Yeah, Coots. Oh, he's missed with the right, follows with the left.
Well, the pace just getting to the two of them, I think, understandable. They put loads into this right from the start. Leather flying all over the place.
This round's still up for grabs. Andy, in my opinion, who's going to finish strong? Who's going to finish this fight the strongest?
Nearly caught his opponent with a big right hand there, Langovalds. Coots just caught a bit sore. Blood coming out the end of that nose. Really coming now.
20 seconds to go in his final round.
Come on, fellas.
Let's
Dig in
go.
there. Dig in there. Let's go.
Mr.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fantastic. Well done, gentlemen. Well done indeed. That was terrific right from the beginning. That nose was uncomfortable there for Dino the Great. Towards the end, it was leaking, but it didn't bother him. Good performance from both of them, really was.
It's a bloodbath in here, ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause for your two fighters. What a clash that was. Okay, ladies and gents, we're going to need some maintenance work in here in a moment's time. Well done to both of you. Kenny has made his decision. And your winner, wearing the black, is Coots. Round of applause for your fighters.
My DOC was quite ODID, my facts. Now POV of you and me.
Dean, I just want to have a quick word with you. Blood, sweat and tears.
No tears.
Well done. Congratulations, that was epic.
Thank you very much. I think I've only been training for about 2.5 weeks for this fight, so wasn't really expecting much. But a big shout out to all my, I stream on Twitch, as you know, so a lot of my viewers are actually watching the YouTube, so a big shout out to them. And everyone from work, we really do appreciate you guys coming out as well. Love you a lot.
Fantastic word, Dean. Thank you very much indeed. Kyla, I come to you. It ebbed and flowed, but you came out on top. You must be very happy.
Yeah, I mean, speed beats power, but I didn't think, he's a big boy, he hits hard, so all the respect to him. It's been a great night. Thank you so much.
Quick word, is there someone that should be doing this next year that you want to call out?
Baba, you're next, brother, you're next.
Fantastic, Kyla, Dean. Thank you very much indeed. Round of applause for your fighters. Go and have a breather. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, 2 more fights to go. This is your penultimate fight of this Lily Foundation Fight Night 2023. Fight number 10. And our first fighter, wearing the black vest, an all-action sporting hero who goes into battle and doesn't back down. He's ready to fire. Lock and load. Prepare for the gunner, CJ Esseca.
You go bow for the result, nothing to discuss, cause I did win by default and without any doubt. I'm a me happy adult, I no go feed the girl, I no go feed the girl insult. I'm a mind that's you the talk, I put my life into my job and I know I'm in trouble. She manipulate my love, I know holy, and I know that get both, like the Baba Frayo, my ayo, don't cry yo. I need to go and shadow, 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 I need to go and shadow, I need to go and shadow.
Okay, CJ's in the building. And taking him on tonight, wearing white, parachuted in at the last minute. It's the fighting pride of Wimbledon, a PT who's wombling free. Welcome to the Duke Luke Blues Kelly. Okay, here we go, everyone. Fight number 10, CJ Esseca up against Luke Kelly. the penultimate fight of Lily Fight Night 2023. Make some noise, support the fighters all the way through. Kenny Curtis is in charge. 3 2-minute rounds. Andy Clark and former world champion, the Saint George Groves, calling the action here at the Clapham Grand.
So CJ Esseca in the black, boxing out of the red corner, up against Luke Kelly, who's coming at short notice in the white out of that blue corner. They both look in good shape, these two. I think this should be a good contest. So away we go into the first. Head guard coming off early there for Esseca. You could see in those first few seconds, though, that these two know what they're about here. They know what they're doing. Okay, so after a little bit of a delay, just to adjust the headgear, here we go. Just 12 seconds gone so far. CJ Esseca in the black, Luke Kelly in the white. And looking for that big right hand there, Esseca. Got a very twitchy style about him. Kelly trying to get onto the inside.
Yeah, the Duke nice and busy in this first round. Oh, the gunner with a good right hand.
Nice head movement there from Esseca, but he was in a position to let that right go. Didn't do it, does this time. Nice jab there from Kelly. And a good 1-2 as well. Decent right hand there from Kelly, just measuring the distance with the lead left hand. This is a good fight. Good technical fight between these two. Nice right hand and then left on the inside there from Esseca, but Kelly comes back with his own. Good right hand from Kelly, final 30 seconds.
Right hand there knocked the gunner off balance as we get into the last 20 seconds of this first round.
He's looking for that overhand right there, Esseca. Nice 1-2 again there from Kelly. They're just swapping shots at the minute. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good first round. Really interesting first round. Plenty landed by both of them. Hard to pick between them, really.
My lover's got no money, he's got his strong beliefs. My lover's got no power, he's got his strong
10 seconds, corner.
So into the second round here. CJ Esseca in the black, Luke Kelly in the white. Really good opening round. Esseca looking aggressive at the start of the round again there, just getting his feet in, trying to club with that right hand.
You're right, Andy. Who in this round is going to land the eye-catching shots the referee Kenny is looking for? Oh, big right hand.
Solid that from Esseca as Kelly was just opening out to throw himself. Looking for a big right uppercut there, Esseca. Kelly pinged him with a right hand, just knocked him back onto his heels. More of the same in the second here.
Yeah, the Duke countered him well. Follows him with his 1-2 and another right hand. And again. The gunner battling back. Going to head and body. Is the gunner feeling the pace of this fight? Is the Duke.
Good jab there from Kelly. Esseca coming forward again though. Just dabs with his left. Right hand from Esseca. Span Kelly around almost, but again there's just so little to pick between these two in this round.
Yeah, we're into the last 20 seconds of round number 2. Who's going to finish strong, Andy? Who's going to claim this round?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's good stuff this. Very difficult to pick a winner through 2 rounds. All on this final round maybe. Seconds out. So third and final round coming up. Let's hear it for these two ladies and gents. CJ Esseca in the black. Luke Kelly stepping in at short notice in the white. Been a terrific fight so far. Lovely work with a jab right hand there from Kelly at the start of the round. Kelly just having the better of that 10, 15 seconds. Esseca though with some good evasive work, dipping low at the waist. You've got to be fit to fight like that.
The Duke going head and body well in his third round. Started as the aggressor, trying to back the gunner up. And again, raining in punches, changing the angle, Andy. Round the side, up
good
through
stuff
the middle.
from Kelly there, just landing that right hand, and just over a minute remaining in the fight here, and good jab there from Esseca. He just needs to up it a bit in this second half of the round here, CJ. Just really dig deep.
Maybe CJ the gunner is saving it for this last minute of this last round. Can he find the shots to change the tide of this fight? Here we go.
Looking for that big overhand right there. Kelly still trying to use that jab. Esseca dipping low at the waist, catches a couple of rights.
It's the last 30 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Get behind your fighter. That's it, cheer them on.
That's a good body shot there from Kelly. It was on offer and he thudded it in. 20 seconds to go. Let's get behind these two. Come on, Clapham Grand.
Let's go!
10, 9, 8,
Let's
7,
go.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there's the final bell. Another terrific contest. CJ Esseca in the black, Luke Kelly in the white. You can see the effort they put into that. Great stuff.
DPGC, my nigga, turn that shit up. CPT, LBC, yeah, we hooking back up. And when they bang this in the club, baby, you got to get up. Thug niggas, drug dealers, yeah, they giving it up. Low life, yo life, boy, we living it up. Taking chances while we dancing in the party.
Another fantastic battle here at the Lily Fight Night 2023. Kenny Curtis has made his decision. Round of applause for your fighters, first of all. The decision is in, and your winner, wearing the white, is Luke Blues Kelly. CJ, a word from you. I heard that no one wanted to fight you, and I can see why. That was epic, well done.
Yeah, I'm so tired. It's only 3 2-minute rounds, but it feels like an hour each round, but I just gave him my best. He's amazing, and just want to say thank you to the people who came to watch me.
And who would you like to give a nod to maybe be in the ring? I don't know, maybe take you on next year, perhaps?
I have a friend watching on the live stream. His name's Oscar, so if you want to do it next year, come over to London.
Where's he from?
Brighton.
Brighton. Fantastic. Okay, Oscar. The call has been made. Round of applause for CJ and Luke. Congratulations. You were parachuted in at the last minute and you delivered. Well done.
Yeah, got the call in the last minute, but just got to give credit to CJ. Unreal. For someone who hasn't boxed long at all. Very, very good. Very, very good.
Luke, we appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Round of applause for Luke, for CJ, for your two fighters. So, ladies and gentlemen, before we get to the last fight, I want you to give a round of applause for our DJ this evening, Mr. Carl Kennedy, up on the balcony. There he is. He's played at all the big venues and now he has lived a dream of DJing here at the Clapham Grand. Thank you, Carl. Thanks for being here. We are ready for our final fight of the evening. Are you ready for the final fight of the evening, ladies and gentlemen? Here we go. Fight number 11. The final two fighting heroes this evening. Our first fighter of this final bout of Lily Fight Night 2023, wearing the black, the fighting pride of Middlesbrough, the General of the People's Republic of Teesside, a man who promises to vanquish foes in the arena of combat. Put your hands together for Andrew, the Terminator Tees. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Taking on Andy. Wearing white. This one, by the way, has been brewing for 3 years. A man whose destiny was to be here tonight. For pride, for the battle, for the love of pugilism. Welcome to the ring, the Dominator, Dom Hodge! Ladies and gentlemen, the climax of Lily Fight Night 2023. Andrew Teese, Dom Hodge, Kenny Curtis gets them together. Let's hear what he has to say.
Right, bro, stop boxing and take a step back. In the event of a boxer going down, the other one goes to a neutral corner. But defend yourself all times. Shake hands.
You have been warned. Kenny Curtis overseeing the final 3 2-minute rounds. Fight 11 of Fight Night 2023. Here we go to George Groves and Andy Clark in the commentary box alongside me.
So Teese in the black, Hodge in the white. Both of these two work for Sky. I was down on the campus today, people stopping me every few yards, asking me which way this one was going to go, and Hodge just looking to make a quick start there. Lovely work though from Teese. Right hand there from Teese and Hodge. Almost down there early on, George.
One of these men likes to dominate. One of them likes to terminate. Who's going to be victorious tonight?
He's looking for that 1-2 again. Teese looks very busy the start of the fight here, and Hodge is just taking a few but springs back up with that right hand.
Yes, Hodge maybe playing possum. Sprung out of that low hand position. Big right hand.
Looking for that right again, Teese. This fight a long time in the making. Simmering tensions. It all just kicked off in the truck one day. EVS insults were traded that couldn't be taken back. And there's a big right hand from Teese that just knocks Hodge onto his heels. And referee Ken Curtis just taking up the count, gets Teese back to a neutral corner. That was a lovely punch.
Beautiful punch there from the Terminator. I'm not sure Dom Hodge has recovered from that just yet.
Just
Maybe
over 30
time.
seconds remaining in the round. Another count there from Ken Curtis. And he's about to be saved by the bell here, Dom Hodge. Anyway, and there goes the bell at the end of the first round. So final fight of the night here, ladies and gents. Let's get behind these two. Bit of a rough one for Dom, that opening round. Let's get behind him, everybody. Come on. Seconds out.
And the stall.
Okay, here we go into the second. A right hand there, and Dom Hodge goes down, and referee Ken Curtis takes up the counts. And I think the corner might need to think about pulling Dom out here. He's given us a good effort, but referee Ken Curtis waves this one over. Little shake of the head there from Dom, but nothing to be ashamed of there, big man. Getting into the ring makes you a winner. And Andy Teese with the victory in our final fight of the night, our only stoppage victory of the night. It's been a terrific night as well here at the Clapham ground. I've thoroughly enjoyed every single fight. Great courage and effort, and plenty of skill, George, as well on display at times. The standard's been good.
No, it's been a marvellous night of boxing. I'll pass you over now to Adam to give the result.
To George, to Andy, thank you very much indeed. So we have seen our first stoppage of the evening in our final fight. Put your hands together for both your fighters, ladies and gentlemen. Simply stepping into this ring is a victory in itself, as was mentioned there on commentary. And a round of applause for your winner, wearing the black, Andrew Teese. Andrew, I'll come to you in a moment. Dom, a word to you. That was punishing. How are you feeling?
Yeah, right. Yeah, he's good. I'm not a man of many words, so yeah, give it to him.
You've done a great thing by simply being here and raising money for the Lily Foundation. You've got to be very, very proud of yourself this evening. Yeah, it might hurt now, but you've got to remember how well you've done to be here, simply to take the hits for charity.
Yeah, no, it's good charity, so that's why we waited 3 years to do it. It's well worth it. I'll do it again.
Will you be here next year, or will you call someone out to be in your place next year?
I'll be here supporting. We've said we'll do one and done. That was the deal, and it still remains.
Yeah, you've been waiting a long time for this. Dom, thank you very much indeed. Really appreciate you being here. And a word to Andrew as well. The winner, you've waited and you let it all out in the ring, didn't you?
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I've been asking for someone to fight me in this since about 2018, and Dom was the first person to get up and say he'd have a go. And he's tough as all boots. He deserves a lot of respect. It takes a lot to get in here. So another big one for Dom.
Have you lined up your next opponent for 2024 already?
I haven't, but I have really enjoyed the boxing training. Like, I'm 37, this is my first time in a ring. Try doing something new, whether it's boxing, bowling, darts, anything. You're never too old to get involved. You're never too old to get stuck in. It's a really good chance to learn something new. And tonight, and this time next year, will be a brilliant one to be your first.
Andrew, round of applause for Andrew Teese. Fantastic work to both our fighters. Ladies and gentlemen, what a way to end. What an inspirational night. Fundraising, fighting, and at the centre of it, raising money for the Lily Foundation. Round of applause for your referee, Kenny Curtis, as he heads out of the ring. Round of applause for the Saint, George Groves. To Andy Clark from Sky Sports. You'll be able to tune in to them on Sky Sports and a multitude of channels, watching some equally exceptional boxing in the near future. If you want to get involved, of course, head to the Lily Foundation website. If you want to be here next year, or if you want to raise money for the Lily Foundation with the event of your choice, maybe a marathon, maybe a triathlon, maybe an Ironman, whatever you want to do. We've seen the reason why it's so important to do it for the Lily Foundation. I wanted to put a big mention to everyone that works behind the scenes for the Lily Foundation as well. To the directors, to everyone that works behind the scenes, to Liz, to Dave, to John Curtis, Liz's brother, for setting up the event, for everyone to work so hard on this event. And thank you so much to you for being here, ladies and gents. Give yourselves a round of applause, a final round of applause of the evening. And to everyone watching on YouTube, a very good evening to you as well. Thank you so much. We will see you for Lily Fight Night 2024. Take care of yourselves. Safe journey home. Thank you.